Okay, so um this this video is about intermittent fasting. In my previous MGTOW video, people were asking me my previous MGTOW video about men can also hit the wall. A lot of people were asking me about dieting, exercising, um fasting, especially about fasting. So this I didn't even prepare for this. I'm just going to try to explain what my approach to it is, what I do, what I think about it. All right, so here goes. Basically, what I think about fasting. I think it's one of the best tools to use if you want to lose weight fast. If you want to lose weight fast, right, quick. It is. It'll work really quick, but then it comes down to then you kind of like your metabolism kind of slows down, so you have to eat a little bit more. But what you don't want to eat like you don't want to eat um bread. You got to stay away from bread. Stay away from bread. Any kind of baked goods, any kind of processed food, you have to stay away from all that shit. You can't be eating you can't be eating rice, white rice, or even brown rice. I'm being very very strict right now. Not even brown rice. All right, maybe on a weekend or something like that. But wait, this is what I do first of all. Okay, this is what I do. I take in a lot of animal protein. A lot. Why do I do that? Because for my body, it has to do a lot of work to break up that animal muscle, ingest it, and distribute it to my designated areas of my body. So therefore, like my muscles need, I work out my muscles, so my muscles need protein. So what do? I eat a lot of protein. My body has to use up so much energy in order to break up that muscle, because muscle is you have to, if you take your bicep, right, someone cuts your bicep off, right, and dismembers it from your humerus, right, takes it out, and then you have a muscle right there. You eat it, right, and don't do it. I'm just saying, if you eat it, that's some dense that's a dense piece of meat. It's a muscle, so you can't. It's not like fast digesting and fast absorbing as a if you were to eat a loaf of bread. A loaf of bread goes into your stomach, gets digested quick, shoots into your bloodstream really quick, and then you're good. You're good. Now you have energy to use by your muscles, right? You just have energy ready to be used right there. And when it comes to muscle, right, protein, animal protein, a chicken breast, a chicken leg, meat, beef, red beef, all that stuff, it has to be broken up. It doesn't just go into your system. And when I mean your system, I mean your circulatory system. No, you eat it. It goes into your stomach. You chew it. It goes into your stomach. Your stomach has to your stomach and your small intestine have to create these digestive juices that break up that protein into little amino acids, so it can be absorbed by your small intestine by these little suckers called microvilli or microvilli. Look it up. When you go take biology class, I'm sure they'll explain it to you. It gets absorbed by there, and then by the villi, and then it goes to the hepatic portal vein or something like that, and then all those amino acids, all those vitamins from the beef, from the chicken, from the fish, all those vitamins, minerals, protein, amino acids get distributed to the areas of your body that need it. Okay? So let's say you did a leg workout. It was a crazy leg workout. You're gonna have to eat protein so that way you can maintain and also build your legs, your muscles from your legs. So it takes a lot of work to do that. It's very different than eating chips or eating French fries, eating rice. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying carbs are bad. Your your brain needs carbs to function. Your brain needs carbs. You have to eat carbs, but you can't be eating like man, like you can't be eating sweet carbs like bananas or stuff like that. I mean, like I'm really strict, so I don't eat bananas. I eat a lot of celery, celery. What else do I eat? Carrots. I eat a lot of fibrous vegetables. Carrots, celery, maybe like half an apple or one apple a day. That's it. You have to make sure when it comes to your vegetables, they have to be very fibrous vegetables. Why? Because it keeps you full. You eventually forget about the food that you eat, and you eventually forget about being hungry because you're just not hungry anymore. Another thing, when you're fasting, right? When you're fasting, uh, you're you have it's basically after a couple of hours you haven't eaten, your body's going to start using the stored fats that you have in your body to maintain those regular bodily functions to keep you alive, right? Like digestion, breathing, circulation of blood, um, any kind of hormonal things that happen in your body. What else? Moving your eyes, things that happen in your body that you're not in control of, right? All of those things have to need they all of those things that happen, that you need energy for that. So where's that energy come from? It can come from the food that you eat, right? Carbs can help that. Protein can help that. Fat can help that. But what if you haven't eaten anything? Where's your body gonna get energy from to continue keeping you alive? Fat, fat. It's gonna take it from fat. I have fat. Trust me, it's right here. It's right here. It's gonna take it from the fat and can turn that fat into energy. I think it's a process called, oh man, not gluconeogenesis or something like that. I forgot. If I'm wrong, shoot me or correct me, okay? So it'll take fat that you already have on your body, turn it into energy, right? Turn it into glucose, I think, and then keep you alive, basically. So that's why you're fasting. Then when you break your fast, you have to make sure you break your fast with a giant a giant like plate of protein. How much protein? I don't know. It depends on how much you weigh. I do a lot of what do you call it? Dietary consulting. I'm not a nutritionist, but I do like consulting in terms of just giving advice to people on what stuff they should eat depending on their body size, their weight, their activity level, all these things, right? So if you feel like you need to talk, ask me any questions. Leave a comment down below. So I'm sorry if I was so like all over the place, but it's talking about fasting. It's really difficult because when you hear someone on YouTube that makes it so comprehensible, so easy to understand, I think they did a great job in explaining it, but it doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. You have to take fasting and make sure when is the best time to fast. Like for me, I wake up like at 4 in the morning or 5. I eat about 100 grams of protein, right? 100 grams of protein in beef or chicken or pork, right? So 100 grams of protein times 4. That's 4, because 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. So that's 400 calories. Plus, you have to also add the calories from the fat, from the chicken, from the beef, from the pork, right? So we're looking at like maybe 600 to 700 calories I just took in one shot, right? So that's, oh my God, this is a lot of calories, but it's animal. It's organic material, right? It's not 700 calories of a Snickers bar. You know what I'm saying? 700 calories of a Snickers bar is like what, like this big? Snickers bar, like if you take in 100 grams of protein, you're gonna have a lot, like a lot of chicken drumsticks, like 2 or 3. It's gonna be 2 or 3 big chicken breasts. It's gonna take your body a long time and energy to digest. Okay, so that's what I do, and then maybe like around 11 or 12, I'll have something lighter like another 50 grams of protein in eggs and beef, chicken again, and then I'll have like a little steamed vegetables, or I'll just what do you call it? I'll just juice my vegetables and I'll drink it. And that's it. I'm done. I don't think about food. I have a soft spot for baked goods. Oof, I love my pastries. Oof, man. So that's basically what I do when it comes to fasting, and I think it's a great way to try to condition your body to stay healthy, and to your senses will heighten a lot. Your eyesight, your hearing, your smelling. I forgot that name. a lot of things will heighten because your body is in like kind of like survival mode. So you're looking, your body's looking for food without you knowing about it. It's kind of cool. Um, yeah, so that's what I think about fasting. I know when I'm done making this video, I'm gonna have all these other things that I should have mentioned. But yeah, make sure you eat a lot of protein. Make sure it's animal protein. Please, you can't. 20 grams of protein in chicken breast is totally different from 20 grams of protein in a shake. It's totally different, dude. It's not gonna work. The chicken's gonna work. The protein from the powder that you drink is not gonna work. Okay, chicken's gonna work. Protein powder's not gonna work. It's gonna work right after you probably had a grueling workout. But if you're drinking that every like 3-4 times a day, you're just it's going probably straight through you because your body has no need for it, because you haven't been in a fasting period. You haven't exercised your body to such a limit that your body desperately needs that protein. No, it's gonna go right. You're gonna end up peeing it out. So um and another thing, people who say, oh, I don't starvation diets don't exist, because in order to be really starving, you have to not eat for 30 days. And if you don't eat for 30 days, you're dumb, basically. Like, you should be eating food every day. How much of it? You figure that out, or I can figure that out. If you ask me, you give me your stats. It's a lot of work. Yeah, that's what I do, consulting sometimes on like this as a side gig. I also check out my Instagram. I'll It's a FlexiLexi8454. I'll put a link on the bottom. And also I'll put a link on the bottom to another video that I have of last summer when I was doing a lot of fasting, and you'll see like my face doesn't show. It was back when I was in Europe, but you'll see how like I show like look, see this right now? That's how much fat I got. See? Um, but you'll see I have some fat, but I do like a, what do you call it? Like I push out my gut and bring it back in, and you'll see how like the difference is like when people do like their fake like before and after pictures. It's kind of funny to look at. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you want me to start working on you or working with you and stuff like that, then that's a whole nother issue. Um, I'll leave a link to my email, my personal email, and then we can try to see what we can get started. If you're interested in like getting your like losing weight, workout routines and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it.